They say that the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Well, this week on Taking It Offline, we're going to do exactly that. Welcome to Taking It Offline, the place for busy people to find the next game for their collection. My name is Ian, and today I'm recommending Loop Hero for anyone who likes laying tiles, playing cards, and slaying liches. Loop Hero is the hot new thing from Devolver Digital and Four Quarters, featuring a world that has been cataclysmically snapped into oblivion. An evil lich has erased all memories of existence, and in doing so, has erased the world itself. You must take it upon yourself to rebuild the world to what it once was and restore that which has been lost. To do this, you'll have to venture into the unknown, fight creatures that have forgotten their place in civilization, and then return from the unknown loot in tow to build a refuge for any survivors of the Thanos scale event. Now, I know that a game called Loop Hero sounds like it should be the sequel to Rock Band, but the name actually captures the reason that it's good for you, a busy person. The core gameplay is centered around completing laps. When your hero ventures forth on an expedition, they'll automatically start moving forward on a randomly generated map. Note its lack of mountains, meadows, and gas stations. As your character encounters monsters, a battle will commence in which beautifully detailed retro-style characters will automatically duke it out. Win or lose, the game goes on. If you win, you might find yourself scoring equipment or environment cards. You can then place this equipment on your hero to boost various combat stats, and you can put the environment cards on the map to provide benefits to your hero or add more monster spawners, which will then provide you with more gear, cards, and camp building resources. When you've placed enough cards on the map, a boss will spawn to give you grief for restoring the world. If, along the way, you lose any fight, you'll return to your camp with a measly 30% of the resources you earned. But each time you complete a lap, you regain some health, monsters get tougher, and loot gets better. Or if you don't think you're going to make it one more time around, you can go back to your camp with all the resources you've obtained along the way. So why is Loop Hero good for a busy person, I hear you asking? And the answer is simply because the demand on the player is so little. You can watch your little guy run around the loop fighting monsters and getting smacked, and then intervene briefly to equip new gear and lay down some new map tiles. With the lack of player involvement, you can start an expedition, kick back, and chill out. The pace of the game is deliberate, you'll never need to button mash or think fast on your feet, and if you find yourself overwhelmed, a simple right click will pause the game but let you continue to equip gear and lay down cards. And if you know that you'll survive the next loop, you can hit the auto pause button and the game will pause itself to give you the opportunity to return to camp when you next reach the finish line. This gives you the opportunity to set your hero loose and go do a quick chore you forgot, take a bathroom break, or fill up your coffee mug. Additionally, there's not a ton to remember in Loop Hero that isn't readily apparent via tooltip. The core gameplay loop is straightforward, your only job is to equip gear and play cards. Some of the cards have synergies that should be considered, and some of the gear comes with various stat bonuses, but they all make sense. As far as the story impact, it's important to remember that you're rebuilding a world which has forgotten itself. As long as you can recall that overall detail, the story will continue to make sense. So if you find yourself taking business trips or having house projects that keep you from playing for a week or two, you won't be in over your head when you return. I've thoroughly enjoyed Loop Hero as a cup of coffee game. In the morning, I brew up a cup and sip it while my hero runs endlessly through a gauntlet that I construct for him. To me, the biggest strength of Loop Hero is that I don't need to be glued to the screen while I'm playing. I can easily hold conversations because it isn't hugely demanding of my attention. My character will continue to run around and slay slime and vampires regardless of if I'm looking or not. As far as design goes, my wife, whose entire video game knowledge is Donkey Kong Country 2, described the art style as familiar, which should illustrate how well the team at Devolver Digital built and styled a game all about trying to remember something forgotten. All in all, I give Loop Hero 5 friendly looking vampires out of 5. Oh wait, geez, they're actually pretty scary looking, aren't they? Highly recommended.